The United Nations Security Council Counter-Terrorism Committee has ended a two-day meeting in India where it adopted a document obligating member states to prevent and combat digital forms of terror, such as the abuse of drones, social media platform, and online terrorism financing, and create guidelines to help tackle the growing use. Now, Yahya Jammeh has the details of that in this report.
The non-binding document known as the Delhi Declaration on Countering the Use of New and Emerging Technologies for Terroristic Purposes was adopted in the Indian capital on Saturday, following a series of panels that involve member states representatives, UN officials, civil society entities, the private sector, and the researchers. The event kicked off at the Taj Mahal Palace Hotel in Mumbai on Friday, where a series of coordinated terrorist attacks left 31 dead and many injured in November 2008. Visiting officials and delegates paid tribute to the victims at the hotel's memorial site and laid a breath in memory of those who lost their lives in the attacks. Nidhi Chapikar, a survivor of the 2016 Brussels terrorist attacks, appealed to states' representatives to ensure there is no safe haven provided for any terrorists, adding that measures like this one spearheaded by the UN have given her the strength to come out in the open to share her ordeals.
I'm not an terrorist attack survivor from this very place or from my own country. I'm a terror attack survivor and a victim from the Brussels, Belgium. But I'm very honored that they've been invited me as a victim of terrorism, not that only the very attack of Mumbai city will be invited to hear me out. And when I see this change taking place, when I see this happening, when I see that it is collaboratively taken the stories of each person and they will see what next to be done. Not only that, hearing people's stories, hearing different, what they have gone through has given me total strength.
David Carrier from the Counter-Terrorism Executive Committee said the report talks about the importance of human rights and how the various stakeholders will work out the challenges collectively.
The Delhi Declaration lays out the foundation for the way ahead. It identifies the principles that we need to balance. We need to understand and appreciate the value that these technologies bring. We need to identify the risk, and we need to work better collectively to identify how terrorists may use it and what risks it brings to our society.
Despite the United Nations' successes in putting certain countries on notice, experts say the threat of terrorism is only growing and expanding, particularly in Asia and Africa. Acts of terrorism include threats of terrorism assassinations, kidnappings, hijackings, bomb scares and bombings, cyber attacks, computer-based attacks, and the use of chemical, biological, nuclear, and radiological weapons. The meeting sought to address the increased use of the internet and other information and communications technologies, including social media platforms, for terrorist purposes. Reporting for Eyeafrica News, I am Yahya Jammeh.